Whoa, 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 whoa.
November 27th, 2016.
Whoa.
Undead from Cleveland, you're listening to Video Game News Radio with your host, Kevin Bear.
Ryan Bear.
Don Anderson.
And Larry Mack.
And
Jesus
Larry Mack.
Christ, it's over.
Could have been and Larry Mack.
And
No, it can't. It's Larry. It can't be. It's not Joy. No. None of that shit going on.
Stop it.
Well, okay. Welcome to the show. Let's start with our drinking game, and then we'll catch up with everybody and what they did for Thanksgiving.
I ate and I pooped a lot.
Very exciting for
Now we're
everyone.
caught up.
If you never played a drinking game before, basically we list off the top 20
You shouldn't be
titles
listening
of
to
the
this
week.
show.
Yeah, you should listen to the show, and if it's not a video game, you have to drink. This week I am drinking Faygo Red Pop
Oh my God.
from the 7-Eleven in the super big gulp cup.
And listen to some moany bullshit in the background.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
They just added Faygo.
Kevin feeling straight on Juggalos.
Turning blue, it's winter again.
Just added the Faygo to the fountain.
Oh.
So I had to indulge in a little bit of that. Number 20 this week is the new Nintendo 3DS XL Black Edition.
Not a game.
Not a game. Everyone should drink.
Not to be confused with Black Friday edition.
Oh, that's the one where people trample on you.
I love that.
Number 19,
Every year I'm on fucking YouTube on the following fucking holiday, the following weekend. It's like I gotta watch.
Number
Who died?
19,
Who died for my
Resident
pleasure?
Evil 7. The PlayStation 4. Number 18, the new Nintendo 3DS XL Purple Edition. Drink.
2XL.
Larry, what are you drinking this week?
Well, Kevin, today seemed like a Scotch kind of night.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
we're going with the 12-year single malt Glenfiddich.
Nice. Good choice, sir.
Every night's a Scotch night.
Well said.
Number
Scottish.
17, the Xbox wireless controller for the Xbox One. That's a drink.
I'm not gonna do it.
Number 16,
You'll do it and you like it, boy.
VR from Sony. Also a drink.
Also a drink.
Anderson, what are you drinking?
I got myself a glass of water, but I also snuck in a can of Coke.
You rebel.
I know, don't tell
The
anybody
sugar's
else.
gonna go. You haven't had it so like anything outside of tap water in so long. You're gonna fucking have freak out.
I poured the Coke in the water the Coke.
PlayStation VR,
I poured out the Coke and turned to drink the water from the can.
I really fooled them.
Yeah. Well, you got them, didn't you?
Foolerson.
Number 15, the Xbox Wireless Black controller. That's not a game, so everyone should have a beverage. Put it in your mouth. Drink it.
Do it.
Brian always says it usually gets him in trouble.
Touch the lips. Do it. Touch your lips.
Number 14, The Legend of Zelda for the Wii U. Beneath. I can't. Breath of the
fucking mouth, do
Wild. Number 13, that was a game, so you have to drink. Number 13, the Nintendo Wii
Let me
U
slap you.
Pro
Put it in your mouth.
controller. That
What do you mean that's your husband? What?
Hey, not a game.
Not a game.
Everybody drink.
Do it. Drink it. Drink it.
Do it.
Touch it.
Taste it.
You want to drink.
Taste the rainbow.
You want to touch it. I don't. Yes, you do. Wasn't me. Number 12. Yes, it was. Kingdom Hearts HD for the PlayStation 4. Number 11, Xbox One Elite Edition controller. Still overpriced at $128.
Elite. It comes with a cape.
Number 10,
Requiring to
Xbox
fight
One
crime.
2 terabyte edition. Xbox One S, I guess. It's all red. Gears of War edition. $400. Guess what you're getting, kids, for Christmas? Yeah, you get an Xbox. Start your crying now. Yeah, what the PlayStation? Too bad.
You're
Number
not gonna
7,
get shit, kid.
PlayStation Move controller kit. $85 for that. Some people are buying the VR, and they got to buy that too, and the camera. So Sony's just raking
That's
in
right.
cash. So you can play a bunch of terrible games. Number 6, Xbox One S 500 gigabyte edition. Drink. $250 for the Xbox One with the Minecraft. Kids like the Minecraft. Number 5, Red Dead Redemption 2 for the PlayStation 4. It's now $51. Number 4, Spider-Man for PlayStation 4, also $51. Number 3, Final Fantasy 12, The Zodiac Age for the PlayStation 4.
We could be the Zodiac Killer, go around wiping people out.
There's so many. Like, Vaughn asked me if I had pre-ordered the new Final Fantasy, and I had to tell him, I was like, dude,
Shut up.
I don't even know which
shut your
one
cunting
is
mouth.
the one that's coming out. Because there's the 15, and there's the 7 remake, and I think there's like an expansion to the
Your
to
mouth
the
looks like a
online
cunt.
game. So, it's just crazy. Just
Well, no
in the
problem.
background is just completely X-rated shit going on. I'm having a conversation about video games. It's like, I'm watching this.
You hear that anywhere.
Sometimes you got to, though.
Yeah.
You don't come to me for sanity. Come on.
Number 2, DualShock 4 wireless controller. Drink.
Dual shock here. Hold this. Well, I was.
And number 1, the PlayStation 4 Pro, because it went on sale today. It was $400 all this week, and now it's $340. Not because of Black Friday. It went on sale today. For Cyber Monday. I have done really well in not buying very much. I bought a couple of things I needed, like a
So
screwdriver
you did. That'll do you a lot of good.
and a garden flag. But
Jesus Christ. What?
I've avoided everything else.
Hard
Man, if I
Oh,
told you
I
fucking
did,
30 years ago
I-
you were going to be buying garden flags, you just would have thrown yourself off a roof.
I did buy the PlayStation 4, bro.
There, Kevin, this is you in 30 years. What is that? It's a garden flag. Oh, bullshit. No. Yeah. You're buying
house.
garden flags, dude. I mean, that's your house. Well, that's kind of cool. But you're buying garden flags. That's not cool. I know.
Got a
Don't
house
worry, man.
now,
I'll take
man.
care of it.
Gotta-
See, I would have altered time. Garden flags.
Gotta buy that stuff when you're a homeowner, dude.
You don't have to buy shit.
Can't be drawing a big, like, anarchy symbol in spray paint on the front of the drive.
Fuck, you can. It's
or
your
the
house.
garage or whatever.
I mean, you just gotta take it like a man.
If you don't have a house, you just do it to
Yeah.
somebody else's.
My driveway has fucking spike strips.
It's lined with
fucking-
the skulls of my enemies. That's what.
Yeah, heads on pikes at the end of the driveway.
People ask me,
fucking
what is that?
a
You're like,
moat.
what the fuck do you mean, what is that?
Got tired of mowing my grass, so I tore that shit all out.
Yeah, pavement.
Yeah,
And some of the blocks of pavement are not really pavement. They're trapdoors
we got
for people that think they're smart asses. And it rotates. I've got it on a rotation because I got
My-
robots that do shit.
My entire front yard is cinder.
Ashes from the bodies of the fallen that were stupid
Yeah,
enough to come to my house.
I decided to tear out my grass, but then I realized that's a lot of fucking work, so I just set that shit
Well, if
on
you do it by
fire
hand,
and let
yeah.
it burn.
You sit there with this pouty face and tears running down your face, pulling the grass like, motherfucking son of a... With a lighter trying to burn it, but it's like...
I
it doesn't work.
fucking hosed that shit down with gasoline, threw a match.
You burned
Oh.
down the house.
Next thing you know, it's a Talking Heads song.
Ugh.
no,
Leave it to die.
you know,
Fuck the
in
weather.
this neighborhood, you can't do none
Kill
of
it.
that shit. You gotta like, you gotta conform. If you don't, they fine you. The whole city.
do. They do, and then you're on YouTube. They somehow got that one picture with your pants down. Like, look at them.
I hear you, man. For the 10 minutes that I owned a house, I was like, fuck that. My entire backyard is overgrown. It was overgrown when I bought this shit. I don't care. Fuck that. And
Well,
like a
when we
month
came
later,
over to play like games we did, we were like,
Yeah.
hey,
yeah, a month later, I had cut the whole thing back. I had built retaining walls. I had put in a little fucking fake
Koi
pond. Fucking, I was like, what the hell am I doing? This is not me. This is not
Apparently
what my
it is.
life was supposed to be.
Larry has
Fact.
a koi pond.
Destroyed it.
Koi pond in Cleveland doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, you know.
Okay, this is a koi pond.
I'm just saying. Frozen fish. Might be good for survival tactics. Put in food you can eat.
Yeah. So, when the Chinese nuclear zombies show up, I'll be able to live off the land by fishing both of the koi out of my frozen pond.
Yeah, you can have some wild salmon just stuck in there.
That'll mean having to go outside, and you ain't doing that.
I'll be like, well, wait a minute. I caught the salmon that was in my pond yesterday. I thought there would be a new one today. What the fuck?
Yeah. Did respawn? What the fuck is going on?
Isn't that how that works? This is supposed to be a respawn point.
That would kind of suck if we were forced out of our houses and we had to go outside for a long period of time.
I'm against it.
You would initially, after a while, you'd start seeing respawn whether it was there or not. You'd be so hungry. Look,
can we go inside? No.
Give me Bobby back.
You stand there.
I'd be fine because now I'm like a hardcore camper and shit.
Thank God somebody is. Kevin used to be. He had all these, but he has gizmos to keep him alive.
My back went out. That's the main problem.
Oh, they were the back again.
Setting the camp up is fucking difficult, man.
It's okay, dude, because when the zombies do show up, we come to your house, we know that your back will prevent you from us taking over. Basically, our takeover will be our bodies added to your dead body.
I don't know. I don't have a good
Just past a certain point, we'll just turn on each other.
Every place I camped at was always it reminded me of camping in my front yard. I need a place to go that's like how Mom had that Mount Pinos thing where.
Well, we need mountains for that, and we ain't got that.
You were distant from the other people, or not super distant, but distant enough.
So they're not right next to you, fucking driving. Like, what do you got?
State parks are filled with kids, and they're right next to you, and it's just
screaming
madness. Yeah, you might as well just be in your front yard.
And the parents don't do shit about it. They just look at you like, go ahead, say something. It's like, I'm not. You light your fucking house on fire when you're gone, though, you motherfuckers.
Firewood is what they're doing. When that guy passes out, I'm taking his firewood.
Yeah, as soon as that guy passes out, his tent's going up.
All right, well, let's catch up with everybody. Brian, how was your week?
Well, I had Thanksgiving off, and I did what everybody else did, I ate and fainted, and then I got up for work the next day, went to work, got back yesterday, which I drove through another nice little snowstorm, unlike Ohio where it was raining, and in the mountains of New York, it was snowing like hell, so you just get a little, you're like, God damn it, you just slow down, you just hope to God that you're not going to be that guy, the truck driver after Thanksgiving that blows up. There was, too, there's some guy in Canada. It was like they said it was like in the news. They said it wasn't anybody's fault. It was black ice, but a guy lost. He couldn't control it because you're on black ice sliding on the mountainside. And he ran into a tanker. And that was both of them gone. Dude just got to go to work and just blew the fuck up. It's like, God damn, man, it's hardcore.
Cliff Burton died?
Huh?
Isn't that how Cliff Burton died?
I don't think it was quite so explosive, but something like that, yeah. And let's see, who died this past week? Mickey Rooney died. Kessler died. Who?
Ron Glass died.
Yeah, Ron Glass.
That sucked.
And then Mrs. Brady.
Yeah. She seemed pretty cool. I saw videos with her, just fucking around and stuff. She seemed like she was all right. Wasn't she fucking Greg on the Brady Bunch?
Yeah.
Alleged.
Because Mr. Brady was trying to fuck Bobby.
Right.
Supposedly.
Hey,
Alleged.
come on.
Well, I mean...
He liked Al the Butcher.
Jesus fucking Christ. Al, God damn it. I got that in my head.
Wasn't it? No.
Hey, Al. Hey,
No.
Brady.
Al the Butcher? No.
It was. He was Al the Butcher.
Was he gay?
No, his name was something else.
Well,
But he was with Alice, and I don't know what Alice's story was.
Alice and Al. Doesn't that sound good? I don't know. Mel the Butcher?
That's Mel's Diner.
Look it up, man.
Oh yeah. I thought it was Max or something like that, but it's gonna be something. Sam.
Max.
Sam.
Sam the Butcher.
Sam. Yeah, there we go.
Alice's boyfriend, Sam the Butcher.
Hello, Sam.
He died of cancer in 2008 at the age of 84.
Did he have a picture of Mr. Brady as well?
No, because he liked Alice.
On the show, I mean, when that shit stopped rolling, it could have been a whole nother show.
Alice in Hell.
What the hell's going on this show?
Yeah. As soon as the fucking lights went on, it just turned to Fruitville. Like, God damn, man. What the fuck's happening?
Dude, it was a long weekend. You know what's going on.
So otherwise, I did nothing else. I just played video games and the usual shit.
Okay. Anderson, what'd you do, man?
As Brian says, I did the same thing on Thursday. I went to a Thanksgiving meal out there at Eastlake, out near Brian there.
You never stopped by though.
I never do because this time I was with my parents.
Oh, so God, no! Don't bring them over.
That definitely wasn't going to happen.
What the fuck do you want? What do you mean? What do you want? Open the fucking door. Oh, sorry.
What are we doing here? Why are we at this house? Who is this man coming towards the car with a baseball bat?
Big fucking grin.
Oh, that's just Brian. No big deal.
Why is he so fat?
And then my mom would be like, "Oh, I remember him from that parking lot."
Why
I'm
would
like,
happen?
"Oh, that was 30 years ago."
What did I do in the parking lot?
Remember, I was over by Cam's Corner. You were coming out of one store, and me and my mom were walking in, and I was like, "Brian," and you're like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, "This is my mom," and you were like, "Oh my God," you almost like beat it right there because you thought she was Sheena Easton.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Right?
I used to jerk off to your mom a lot, man. Jesus.
I know. Stop it. So anyways, my story, it's more interesting.
Oh, the things I made her do in my head, dude.
Bloody amusing. Things I made you do in my head. And then
so like my underwear, my fucking back hair. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I love that back hair. You're always carrying a giant flag.
I like quills, dude. It's fucking savage.
Like Eddie from Iron Maiden, you're always carrying a flag.
Yeah. The fly from Kevin's garden.
Right. Exactly. So anyways, Sophie, she likes the idea of Black Friday, kind of like Brian, but she likes to take it into the 3-dimensional world where she says, "Hey, it's Black Friday. Let's go to the stores." And I'm like, "I got no money and I'm not shopping for anything. I'm not doing this." And she said,
"I doubt you even got that far." Like, "I got no." She's like, "Yeah, I know. You get broke."
Yeah. And she goes, and that's what she said. She goes, "Yeah, I know. I don't want to buy anything. I just want to go watch everybody." And so I was like, "Okay,
well, get that close."
I was like, "Okay, well, we could try it," but we didn't get to it till late. I had to work Friday, and it was like super busy at Cheesecake, and it was just ridiculous. But then I went out. We went shopping, and we went to Walmart, and the lady standing out front. She's like, "We're closed. Go away. We won't open up for like another hour or so," because they had to change all the signs and stuff. And so we took off and went to GameStop, and they got this new WWE game out, new wrestling game, 2K17, and they're touting this thing like it's got this awesome new career mode where you create your character and you do promos and you start at NXT and you work your way up through all the ranks and it's all this da da da. And I'm like, that sounds pretty cool, right? You hear good things about it and stuff. I'm like, that sounds pretty cool, but I ain't spending, you know me, I ain't spending $60 on a game. So we go to GameStop and they got it on sale for $40. And I'm like, well, I'm not spending $40 on the game. We go back to Walmart, they got it on sale for $35. And I was like, well, that's almost half price. Why don't we just get it? Because I want to play this career mode. Well, of course, I bought it for the PlayStation 3, and guess what? They didn't make the game with the career mode for PlayStation 3.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that are like you get them for the other system, and also it's like, wait a minute, this is some broke shit, man. What the fuck? Like, no, you need to read the instructions. There's like, fuck like, instructions.
We did the career mode for PS4, but we didn't do it for PS3. And it's like, you got to be kidding me, right? So I didn't know this. I bought the game. I brought it home. I was like, hey, I got to go. I took off for a little bit to go hang out with Holiday or something. And Sophie's texting me, and she's like, this game sucks. This is the worst. It's like, there's no career mode. And I'm like, you're crazy. You're just dumb. You don't know what you're doing.
Turn it off and go to bed.
Right. Well, I mean, that wasn't going to happen either. But. So I come home. And that's what it is. There's no career mode. And I have the last wrestling game I bought was 2K14. So that was 3 years ago, right? It's everything's the exact same thing as the 2K14, except for like newer wrestlers that have, who've joined the thing since then. And that's it. So now I'm pissed. Now I'm like, well, it's like, yeah, sure, I got it discounted, but I already got it.
Why?
Yeah, right now, and that's why I figured. I was like, oh, now I know why I didn't see any PS4 ones over there or Xbox. So, yeah, I got screwed there and wasted money on that. And I feel like a derp. Okay. That's pretty much it. It took Sophie home, and now here I am playing Red Alert again because I don't want to play the wrestling
Red
game.
Alert, that's great. They've got that available on the iPad too. I looked up like, no man, that Way Lies Madness.
I'll play this all day long. It's the same thing. I was playing zombies today with some kids online, and they were just like, "Hey, Tumbleweed,
Nice.
what are you doing?" And I was like, "Well, I'm sitting here with my daughter. I got to go make dinner." They're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm an old dude."
It's okay. At least you don't have to get up and fucking make your bed, do your homework like they'll probably have to.
Yeah, right. They're like,
It's like, have fun fucking going to bed early because you have school tomorrow. I'll still be up fucking off.
I'm like, I'm an adult. I can do what I want.
That's right.
But I can't do anything right now. I got to go take care of my daughter.
Yeah.
Who's
I'm gonna go fuck my wife. You kids have fun. I'll be right back.
Yes.
Make up shit, dude. You gotta tell them the truth. They're kids.
Well,
I got a camera on you.
That's what the one kid was saying. He was like, "My mom's yelling at me. I gotta go." And I'm like, "Well, that sucks."
Starts yelling at you next.
And then my mom started yelling for me. Don't. Like, Jesus.
Christ. You've come out and admitted you enjoyed it a little bit. You felt like you were a kid again for a split second.
I was like, wow, they think I'm a kid. Luckily, they can't see me.
Yeah, but they can throw you the fuck out of the house, parents.
Well, yeah. So that's it. And we put the Christmas tree up. That's all I did.
Oh, fuck. I'm never doing that again.
Okay, Larry, how was your week? How was Thanksgiving for the Mac residents?
Yeah, the whole week was just bloody glorious.
Great.
So,
so what else is going on?
Yeah. So, let's see. Not a whole lot going on for like the first couple days of the week. You know, working, playing Lord of the Rings online, where I got my Guardian halfway to the cap. He's at level 53 now. He's roaming around Moria. He's having a grand old time. And so Wednesday, the plan Wednesday was I was just going to go ahead and work late because I have a bunch of shit going on at work, and I don't like to go out too much on Wednesday anyway because, you know, the whole amateur hour and all that shit. That was the plan.
Then you get pulled over.
Yeah, you get pulled over. So that was my plan. Now, in real life, what happened is...
Here it comes.
Here we go.
Here comes the funny part.
Here it comes. So, one of my friends at work, she was leaving. This was her last week. She got another job. And so Wednesday, a group of us took her out to lunch. And I told everybody, because we're a little short-staffed because of the holiday and everything. I said, hey, I'm taking a long lunch. I'll be gone probably like 11:30 to 1. If anything comes up, just call me. Boom, no problem.
You're fired.
Yeah. So we go to lunch, and that's the plan. I'm going to be back around 1. And as we're sitting there having our drinks with lunch, round about 1:45, someone says, hey, you know what? I don't feel like going back to work. How about we all just go work from home at my house? I was like,
orgy.
That sounds like a plan. That was in the back of my head. I'm not gonna lie, because it was me and 3 chicks. So I told everybody I'd be back at 1. I actually got back at 2, long enough to basically grab my laptop and leave. I was like, yeah, I'm taking a half day. Fuck it. Never mind. I'm going to go work from home at somebody else's house, but I'm probably not actually going to log back in. But, yeah, if anything comes up, go ahead and call me. So we get to this girl's house, and we're all hanging out, and we're drinking, and we're smoking, and we're hanging out, and we're having a good old time. And my plan, version 2 of my plan, I had to drive this chick home. That's a whole different story. But this other girl was going to give me a ride home when she left because she had to leave early. She was going to be leaving probably like 7 or 8. I was like, cool, because everybody else wanted to go to this concert out in Kent. I was like, there is no way I'm going to a concert at a bar tonight. It is not going to happen.
So how was the concert?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So she's like, hey, I'm leaving. Everyone's like, okay, take care, blah, 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 see you Friday, whatever. And, like, I was getting up to leave with her, and I got the whole, wait, what are you doing? I was like, well, remember the plan where I was going to leave with Jen? No. Why are you being a dick? Why don't you want to hang out with us? I was like, fuck. Fine. So then...
Just want to see if they can get you to die. That's all it was.
Yeah. We all decided to hang out a little more, and then we're going to go to... Because it's this other dude we work with. It's his band that was playing, and... So we're like, It'll be fun.
The worst.
So then we're going to Uber. And I was like, I do not Uber. The only way I am going is if I drive. I'm fine.
The kiss of death right there.
I haven't been drinking that much.
And then you had to wake him up behind the wheel before we smashed into a car.
I'm good. It's been beer the whole time since lunch, and I've only had a few of them. I'm fine. If we Uber, I am going to fucking sit and pout in the corner like a bitch because I don't want to do it. They're like, fine, you can drive. Larry gets to be the designated driver. And I was like,
oh my God.
Yeah, I do. So we get there, and I was like, yeah, I'm the designated driver. I go to the bar, and I was like, I will take me a diet soda, please. I take my diet soda, and as I'm sitting there, and I go to check out one of the opening bands, one of my friends comes up, hey, Larry, it's really awesome. So, thank you for doing this. I bought you a shot. And I'm like, I don't think you understand how this is supposed to work. You don't thank the designated driver by buying them shots. Typically. But thank you. I'm going to go ahead and drink this.
Yeah, because it's there. You have to.
Right. I don't want
Otherwise, it's being rude.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy. About it. So we're enjoying the show. Two of them go off. They're out back smoking. My friend Megan is just drunk off her ass.
Pray.
And she decides that one of these...
She's in love with you.
20-some-year-old metal kids is fucking with her and needs to go down.
That's always a good moment, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, Megan, Kevin has...
You just feel your blood run cold. You're like, this is where I die.
Kevin has met Megan. Yeah. Megan is our age,
right.
Hausfrau, shows up, like when you invite her over and stuff, shows up with like the cheesy potatoes and the casserole and all that. Yeah, she wants to start a bar fight.
That's fucking awesome.
So I'm like, no, Megan, it's fine. Let's get you out of here.
You were like, come on, yeah, you can take him. Go ahead.
God damn it, what's echoing now?
Hey, man.
Anyway, so I'm like trying to escort her to the bar area, away from the concert area. She's like, no, just let me go talk to the kid and let him know he's being a dick. I'm like, he doesn't need to know he's being a dick. Let's just go. Stand over here. I finally get her over by the bar area with our other friend, Dave. Dave is also fairly drunk, and the whole time I'm physically escorting her over, trying to calm her down, Dave's like, you're right, Megan. He is being a dick. He does need to go down. Fuck him up. Like,
that's awesome. He knew it was the right thing to do.
I'm like, please stop. So I get them both there. I was like, okay, I have to go get the rest of our group. They're out back smoking. We're all going home now.
Who has a speaker on, man? I can totally hear you talking. It's nuts.
I know. It's friggin' annoying as hell. I blame Kevin.
That's my fault. I didn't do anything.
No, the echo.
Oh, I don't know.
It's echoing like a motherfucker. Anyway, so I go get the rest of our group, and I'm like, hey, we got to go. I need to get her home. Like, okay. So I get back there, and I'm still waiting for them to come back.
Right.
Megan, though, has made her way back out onto the floor. I'm like, no. We're leaving now. Let's go. And she's like, and she just, that dude that she was obsessing over happened to be there. And she just reaches out.
Oh, no.
Grabs him by the hair from behind and yanks him down. And I was like, oh my God. I have failed. It is over. So he immediately, along with a few of his friends, he just spins around and like shoves her. So I'm trying to, I like get between them. So I'm trying to block him, block all his friends, get her up off the floor. And then security shows up to let her know that she's out, which duh.
Right.
But meanwhile, I'm like, I'm getting her up. To get her out, could you stop these people that are trying to jump on my back to get at her, though? That would be a useful security guy thing to do. Instead, he wants to drag her out, despite the fact that I'm already doing that. So as I'm escorting her out, with a bunch of people trying to get at her through me, I'm also having a shouting match with the security guy who is also trying to drag her out, despite the fact that we are on our way to the door and I have it under control. He clearly has not seen the whole Roadhouse thing where his whole job is to calm the situation down and not piss everybody off. So I get her to the door, and then I'm sitting there arguing with him, even though she's now out of the building. So, finally, she's outside.
Did he touch you?
Tell us where he touched you.
Tell us where he touched you.
We're not going to talk about that.
I knew it.
So I get her out. Finally managed to round everybody up to get in the car. And we all pile into our minivan because we're a
Was
bunch
she
of
crying the whole time?
Oh, yeah.
God damn it. That's the worst.
Then she wanted to go back in and apologize. I was like, I don't think so.
No, because they'll be all drunken apologies. That's the worst.
And then
oh, God.
Meanwhile, Dave is still like, no, fuck him. He was being a douche. And I was like, shut up. It's over. We're going home.
Yeah, clearly he's just being an asshole.
So we're sitting there we're driving home in our minivan. And there's 1, 2, 3, 5 of us.
She got pulled over, right?
No, somehow.
Wow.
Immediately, the guy sitting next to me,
Vomits.
absolutely, all over the front seat.
Did you mention that he had a lot of chicken nuggets before?
He's like, I was like, dude, are you okay? Do I need to stop the car? He's like, huh? No. I was like, fuck. Then Megan needs to stop the car because she is going to throw up. So I stop the car.
Yeah, it's like a
She
fucking
gets
domino
out.
effect.
Doesn't puke. Gets back in the car.
Pukes.
Dave is in the back seat. He's like, I have to go to the bathroom. I'm just going to pee back here. I'm like, don't pee back there. Then Megan's like, you need to stop the car again.
I'm going to pee back.
You need to stop the car again. I was like, oh. And then Mindy, the other girl, we're going back to her house. She's like, Larry, you need to get us home. We're all fucked up. You need to get us home. I was like, I am getting us home. And then as we're going back, the ramp that I was going to use is closed. So I have to detour
Jesus Christ, dude.
through the hood of Akron. And the whole time, I'm like trying to remember how to get where I'm trying to get. And she's in the backseat going, Larry, turn right. And I was like, okay, the sign up here says I want to turn left to get on to 76. Turn right. It's like, the sign says, she's like, fucking turn right. I was like, okay. And I turned right, and she's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why did you turn? And I was like, motherfucker. And I was like, I'm doing what you told me to do. She's like, Larry, I don't care. Just, you need to get us home. I was like, I got you. So we eventually get back to her house. Now I have to figure out how to get Megan home. So I'm going to drive Megan's car. And the original plan was she lives like 5 minutes from where we work. So I left my car at work. And I was like, no matter what happens, Megan's not going to get so fucked up that she can't drive home from work. Well, clearly she's way too fucked up to drive home from work because she's passed out in the back seat. So I was like, Dave also lives right by there. I was like, can you follow me? We'll drop Megan off. You can take me back to work and I'll get my car. He's like, no problem. So we head up. We get on the I hop on the turnpike to come back. I get a text from Dave. I ain't got no change. I was like, who does not have any cash at all to take the turnpike?
Who gets on the turnpike without checking that they don't have change first?
Well, no, I guess he stopped at the gate and was like, hey, I didn't realize you're going on the turnpike. I don't have cash. I was like, God damn it.
Well, you can pay for him too. I mean,
well,
that's sort of
that's sort of what I was thinking. And he's like, well, he's like, I couldn't get a hold of you right away because I didn't hear my phone buzz or whatever. He's like, so I just went ahead and got on. So I'm on 70 East. Where do I get off? And I was like, first of all, you wanted 70 West.
Oh, no.
So you're going the wrong fucking way on the turnpike. So I walk him through how to get off. And I was like, he's like, I'll figure it out when I get there. I was like, okay, meet me at work. And apparently they will take a debit card after busting your balls for a bit. The offshoot of that is I get to work, I get to our parking lot, I pull up next to my car, Megan's still snoring in the back seat, and I'm sitting in our parking lot for literally a half hour waiting for him to get turned around and get back. And then, then he finally shows up, we get her home, takes me back to my car, and I get home. That was my Wednesday night. So
sounds awesome.
I got home about 3 o'clock. So that was Wednesday. Good times. And really nothing else that happened after that is worth even discussing. Yeah, I had dinner with the family, had the usual stuff with my kids. Daddy's an asshole. Wait, I need someone to take me for my driver's license, so I'm doing that next week. But I mean, really, I got nothing else that's going to compare to that story. So screw the rest of the week.
I went over to Lori's place for I had to drop off my because I have children that are on my insurance, and she has an Apple TV, and I've never actually seen even what the hell that is. So she showed me how that thing works. Since we're on a video game show, I figured I might bring up some technology real quick. That a lot of people I know are getting rid of their cable, mostly because it's an overpriced pile of shit. Nobody can afford it. Right. So she showed me how it worked. And she told me that originally, she's, our age. You get a cable box. It's really, especially with modern TVs, it's not that hard. It's like one wire and one plug, and that's the end of it, or two wires, whatever. And they insist, like, no, the guy's got to come out there and he's got to check. He's got to make sure that nothing's tampered on the box or the telephone pole. And apparently the guy tried 3 different boxes after he came out there. None of them worked, to the point where he actually climbed up the fucking pole to see what the fuck was going on. And this whole debacle apparently started when she wanted to get the baseball channel, like the baseball package. And I like looking at her. I'm like, when the fuck did you start watching baseball, man? When did you become like this rabid Indians fan? She's like, it's like going, it's fun. I'm like, I get that, but you're gonna watch it at home. There's a huge difference between being at the park and watching it on your own TV in your own house when you're bored to death, because baseball's not that excited. And long story short, instead of it's like one of those things you hear of, like, you always hear about this from like a friend, where instead of her just getting the basic cable with the baseball package attached to it, like 20 cable channels, because the guy couldn't attach the box, she ended up with like 120 channels. And because originally they didn't want to give her the baseball package, she threatened to go to fucking Time Warner, and then they gave it to her, and it was actually less. So she tells me this whole story, and I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with baseball? And my ex-wife, for those who've never met her, she doesn't really answer the immediate question. She'll immediately answer, and then it'll be immediately changed to pay attention to something else. If she was a magician, I swear to God, she'd be in Vegas right now, because misdirection, that was always something that used to drive me nuts. But she's telling me about my oldest daughter who went to a game, and my oldest daughter, she's a chef, so needless to say, she drinks. Those of us who've ever worked in restaurants know that if you're on the line, you're going to drink, because that's just what you do.
Anywhere in the restaurant.
Anyway, yeah, you could be the guy that comes in and cleans up the garbage cans before you leave, you're drunk. So apparently she had a couple of beers, and she's laughing. She goes, so I'm sitting there watching the game, and she turns, and she's trying to be quiet. She's being all breathy, but she's still loud enough for everybody around us to hear. She goes, Mom. And they know she's drunk. They know because she's gotten about 20 times to take a piss. I'm like, that's definitely, she gets that from me. Because I have a bladder the size of my pinky after I start drinking. She's like, Mom. She's like, what? She goes, this is so boring. When is it going to be done? She's like 25. That's like a question. That's like some shit you say when you're a little kid. Like, how much longer? This is so boring. That's fucking funny. That's some funny shit, man.
Yeah.
Fucking baseball. I'm like, Christ almighty. It's like, I'm like, last week. She's like, so what'd you do like last week? I'm like, I went and saw my youngest daughter punch through 2 boards and kick through another. I'm like, I'm still freaking out over there. I'm like, I can't believe you did that. She's like, I practice. I'm thinking to myself, on what? I know you go over grandma's house, and she just like come back from the fucking lumberyard, like, here. And remember, board does not hit back. That's my story. I'm done. Kevin, begin.
I had to mute my microphone because you guys complaining about it negatively. Which I do see is happening, but I don't hear it, so I don't know what to say.
Well, we were not lying to you, sir. So
I think it's just Larry. Larry's in my microphone as well.
A small Larry.
What just happened?
I understand. I was thinking today, for some weird reason, while I was getting ready this morning, I remember that you used to be a manager at Bob Evans.
I was.
And I was thinking,
Jesus.
How did you get that job? You just applied for it?
That should be good.
I did a lot of lying.
Oh, did you lie? Is that what you had?
I didn't lie. I just exaggerated, I guess.
So you knew how to do math.
I'm good at telling people what they want to hear. You know, it's like, okay, I know what answer you're looking for, and then so let's see how I can incorporate my life with this, and that's what I do.
Okay. All right. I don't know why I brought that. It just came to me. It was just like something.
That's You know what? I told you that before. I stood right in the middle of the dining room at 6:00 in the morning, with the keys in my hand, going, "Who gave me the keys to this place? Like, who did this? Who's in charge of this? Because you're really bad."
That's just crazy. I'm sure you did a good job, man. I think.
Yeah.
That's why he's still there.
Oh no, at Cheesecake now, but whatever.
Not a manager. Could you be a manager at Cheesecake Factory? Could you do that job?
If I wanted to, but that's dumb. That's just a dumb job right there.
I love it. It's stupid.
I mean, that's like, you got to know all the recipe.
Yuck.
You got to know all the stupid stuff. It's just like, no.
Go learn.
You gotta discipline
I'm good.
people. That's the worst.
I make my money.
Yeah, because that manager's basically there to make sure the orders come through, make sure nobody's fucking around, and to get yelled at by pissed off customers who think that they're the fucking seventh son of a seventh someone to come into the fucking restaurant, you know. Like, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? It's like,
yes, I do.
Apparently, I'm about to find out. Why don't you just get done rattling this off so I can pretend I'm interested, lie to you and tell you I care, and then smile and wave goodbye and think to myself, what an asshole. I could never be a manager, dude. I'd be fucking so out of a job.
I was good at it.
Like, what the fuck did you say to them?
As I stated a minute ago, I'm very good at telling people what they want to hear. So,
Okay. All right.
see, watch. Ryan, you're so pretty.
I am, though. God damn it. Fuck you.
See? I told you. I knew you
And
wanted
you, the horse. You rode in. On.
Games coming out this week. Tomorrow.
Bullshit.
Clone Drone in the Danger Zone.
Oh.
PC. For multi-platform on Tuesday, we have Final Fantasy 15. Wednesday, multi-platform.
Are they still
we
making those fucking things?
Yeah, we were
Christ.
talking about that earlier. There's like 3 different ones coming out. It's fucking.
Actually, I actually bought and downloaded the movie that recently came out on iTunes of a Final Fantasy flick with really no clear idea what the fuck was going on, but I still enjoyed it. It was still kind of fun to watch. But and I saw Suicide Squad finally.
What did you think? It was all right.
Yeah, I didn't really. It was all right, but it wasn't really, you know.
Like, it wasn't mind blowing or world shattering or.
Everybody was bitching about Harley Quinn. I'm like, I thought she did all right. You know, I mean, that's not exactly a fucking role that anybody could just pull off. I mean, I'm sure somebody will come along eventually do a better job because, you know, I mean, you had Jack Nicholson as the first Joker that we saw in the movies, except for, you know, the one way back in the day, Cesar Romero, and you know, he pretty much knocked it out of the park. But that's because we hadn't saw the one with what's his dead dick? I can't remember. Yeah, Heath Ledger, who was like, you know, forget it, that's it, you know. And the guy that was the Joker in this was trying to follow up that act, and he might as well have been Aliens 3. I mean, you know, by itself, not bad. Compared to that, fucking trash, you know. There's no way you can do it. So, yeah, I felt kind of bad. He did an okay job, but, you know. So, sorry, Kevin, I didn't mean to interrupt your diatribe of rubbish that Amazon's selling you as a number one.
It's not an Amazon. Wednesday, Aquamom Racing Utopia.
I like his excuse. It's not Amazon.
It's not. It's Playdate. PC, Space Venture, and Ready. And
Spaceman
for,
spiff.
The 3DS on Wednesday, we have all
3DS.
Cayman Rider Revolution.
You go underwater?
Super Mario Maker for Nintendo
Drowns, yeah.
3DS. Thursday multi-platform, Steep. Friday nothing, and then Saturday for PC is Marble Void, which does not sound like fun at all. Word marble just brings back marble madness, and void sounds like something you fall into. This is not good. Terrible.
Which it is.
We got an email this week. I'm going to read the email and then do the news. The email comes from Mitchell. And it's written to bitteroldmen@videogamenews.com.
That's us.
Hey, guys.
What?
What happened to Tumbling with Tumbleweed? There has not been a
You know what
show
happened.
in a month. I did finally write Don an email. By the time Kevin reads this email and posts the show, it will already have been answered. Also, Larry Mack's work friends were only concerned about his suicidal Facebook messages because Larry is the only one who does actual work at his job, and they might have to find another workhorse replacement if he did die.
That is true.
Larry's life does have meaning. I did picture Larry's apartment door getting smashed in and his friends finding his bloated corpse floating down the living room.
Floating.
Yeah.
All you like is he just filled with so much gas.
Yeah.
He somehow turned him into a
Not
dirt
sure.
bowl.
Yeah, not sure
Like we could. Well, it makes
what kind of
transporting.
floating is going on.
Yeah, but transporting his corpse is a hell of a lot easier. But nobody getting near with any sharp objects because when he blows, he's gonna take a block with him.
That's some funny shit. We love Larry. We're glad he's still with us.
I appreciate your lies.
Don, are you going to do a Tumbling with Tumbleweed, or is it over?
Yeah, December 6th. December 6th, I'll be back. It's a week from this Tuesday.
There you go, folks.
I wanted to wait till the beginning of December, like I was saying last week, and Larry was like, "Yeah, you could." Remember, he said, "Wait till the beginning of the month." So I'm gonna wait till the beginning of the month. That way, I get a free month.
Okay.
Right?
Brilliant.
Huh?
Some news. One of the most anticipated Black Friday sales was the limited edition Super Mario 3DS that came in either black or white for $99. It was the first time that Nintendo was selling its handheld console for under $100, and it was a Black Friday exclusive deal. Customers noticed, however, that the 3DS was available for pre-order on Amazon for a period of about an hour on November 23rd, 2 days before the sale was supposed to kick off. The 3DS then officially went on sale on the 24th, and while some customers were able to snag it, most were left in the dark when it went on sale a day earlier than expected. Quote, "Like so many others, I am disappointed with the random release and was penalized for actually thinking I could buy one when I was supposed to," one Amazon commenter wrote. Another disappointed customer wrote that he was excited to see a version of the 3DS that he could get for his son at a price he could afford. But when he logged... Oh, because that extra $20 was killing you? Is that what it is? But when he logged onto the site today, he noticed that it was already sold out and had been since yesterday. He added that he noticed that multiple versions of the 3DS were available through third-party accounts on Amazon for almost double the price. 3DS deal went live, if you want the black one, went live at retailers like Toys R Us, Walmart, and Best Buy on Thursday, but the majority of complaints Amazon customers have is regarding the pre-order and the scalpers that managed to cop more than one or two consoles. Quote, "Awesome product, so cheap, bought 2 for my kids and 5 for resale, so happy right now," one Amazon customer wrote. I'm sure that guy wasn't a troll. Why would you buy some 3DSs in multiple quantities if you on the hunch that they might run out? That's madness. On Nintendo, because it's only been out, because the 3DS has only been out for 5 years now or something. Like, yeah, maybe they're gonna run out. I guess I should buy 7 of them. It's like, okay, that sounds a little bit trolly. On Nintendo forums and subreddits, players complained that they weren't aware Amazon was going to push a pre-order for the product, and by the time they discovered it, thanks to posts online, it was already gone. "It's absolutely absurd that it went on sale when it did," one Reddit commenter wrote. "There's no indication it would be available before tomorrow, and I didn't get any email despite the fact that I requested one to be sent when they became available. I get that they're a business with profit in mind, but this is absurd." It appears that stock was replenished between...
I can absolutely actually picture a guy with exactly that voice saying exactly that. That was one of your better ones, Kevin.
Oh, well,
Based on that quote, that's exactly the voice that would have popped into my head.
It appears that stock was replenished between yesterday and today, but much like Nintendo's recent sale of the NES Classic, it sold out within minutes. The deal also applied in-store, with customers reporting that their local Best Buy, GameStop, Walmart, or Toys R Us locations had anywhere from 10 to 50 in stock. Just like Nintendo to make plenty for the holiday, you know? I don't understand that company at all. If you ever hear that Nintendo's stock is going down, fuck them. Because they deserve this shit. They don't make enough. I mean, come on. Come on. You know it's Christmas time. It's ridiculous. Polygon has reached out to both Nintendo and Amazon about the sale and will update if more information becomes available. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Okay, yeah, but to be fair, a company can't just randomly assume that they're going to see a spike in sales on Black Friday. I mean,
Yeah, okay.
Who would think that?
Selling them for the first time at the lowest price possible.
right? Yeah.
In all new colors. Let's not just assume that they're gonna sell a lot of them or anything. Totally want to spear this guy. This guy's ridiculous. Okay. Blues News, Steam Top 10. Oh, that guy just shanked me. Motherfucker.
He's killing me, man.
Number 10, Planet Coaster. Number 9, Tyranny.
A planet where you can put your glass down.
Sid Meier's Civilization 6. Number 7, Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Everyone's offended. That's just like what we do on this show. Number 6, Planet Coaster Thrill Seeker Edition. Number 5, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Number 4 is Sid Meier's Civilization 6 because he couldn't be happy with just one place on the list. We got it twice. Number 3, Dishonored 2. Number 2, Rise of the Tomb Raider. That must be like $1. And number 1, Planet Coaster.
Actually, I've talked to 2 people that played the new Tomb Raider. They said it's fucking great.
No, it is great.
I'm like, wow. I remember I was just talking to my girlfriend. I'm like, remember we played the original Tomb Raider? She's like, I remember you played it. I'm like, no, I remember I had you the controller once in a while. You were trying to get me out of some, Tarzaning around because we played Neverwinter Online. And on occasion, there is that moment where you have to be able to jump. And if you're not playing, it's an MMO, but I'm so used to, like her, I'm used to playing with the key where you hit the space bar, jump, how hard is it? But, you're playing on a console and, their jump is you have to push the left bump up the left L1 bumper and then hit, the, whatever, either on PS4 or Xbox One, the bottom, button X or whatever to jump. If you forget to do it, which of course, who the fuck doesn't, especially when I'm like, I got them playing like Fallout 4 and hit the Y button. And of course you don't jump. You actually end up like unleashing some shit. Like, oops. So it's like remembering doing that. I'm like, going, yeah, I don't think I could do it today. I'm certain I would just fall into the lava all the fucking time.
Well, are you remembering to like get up and like lean out of your seat when you jump? Because that's also very important.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
You to the left and your right.
Like now that I'm in Moria and I'm remembering how many bottomless pits there are, I'm constantly doing that. And each time I say, "Fuck you doing?" And then the next time I have to jump over something, I do the exact same thing.
Oops.
In a further sign that gaming is definitely over, PC and console game Farming Simulator 17 has sold 1 million copies in less than a month. Publisher Focus Home Interactive says. And I'm not reading this on The Onion. Company adds that this result is almost twice as much as what the previous title had managed.
Oh
The
my
last
god!
Farming Simulator ended up selling 3 million units in 2 years. PC is the primary platform for the game, but unusually the majority of these PC sales were bought physically. Steam accounted for 220,000 of the digital sales, Focus claims. Could you imagine being a farmer? Come inside, You're all fucking hot, tired, pissed. Kids are like, "Here's your gift, Daddy." You open it up and it's a fucking farming simulator. You'd be pissed. You're like, fucking kids. I don't want to play this fucking shit game. It's ridiculous. Why does anybody play? It's horrible. It's not fun. If it was remotely fun, I'd be like, oh, okay, I guess it's kind of fun to grow the cabbage. It's not. It's not fun.
I deliver freight where the farmers buy stuff, and I look at them, and I'm just like, thank God you're here, because if people left this civilization shit in my hands, we'd be dead. There's no fucking way we'd survive. Like, I gotta do this again? Oh my God, no.
And
some of them are scary, especially when you get there where the Mennonites are. I'm sure Donnie can tell us all about his adventures with.
We need to discuss that.
Yeah.
We'll stay away from that.
and then
Get to meet the witch, the warlock.
Dude, it's the blacked out years. It's dark ages. I got all that stuff blacked out.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. It's the same way with my marriage. I'm like, there's stuff I remember. Finally, then there's a whole ton of time and space I really don't recall.
As soon as the ring went on the finger, everything blacked out.
Yeah. You were another person.
Oh, I was a horrible person.
Yeah, that was an evil you destroyed.
Oh. Oh, you don't even know. You know, but you don't know.
I saw some of it. It wasn't good.
He was there. That's all. I wasn't saying.
Oh my god. That guy has to go. Sorry.
I wasn't talking anymore.
I think I killed like 9 guys, which is like a record for me. It's more like 3. American author Anne Rice has regained the film rights to the Vampire Chronicles and announced plans to create a TV series adaptation in the style of HBO's Game of Thrones. All right, it's not going to be anywhere near the style of Game of Thrones. Just admit that.
That could be good, and it could be like dog shit.
I'll go dog shit.
Yeah.
It's good. The theatrical rights to the Vampire Chronicles are once again in my hands. Free and clear, Rice said in a post on Facebook, which means nobody wanted them. Think about it.
Right. Everybody's over it.
Rice said, adding that a TV series of the highest quality is now my dream. Your dream. Who's going to pay you for it?
Nobody else's dream, but it's hers.
Rice acknowledged the fan demand for a Game of Thrones style faithful rendering of the Vampire Chronicles and said she intends to deliver just that. Man, those books are so like if you took out like all of
hit or miss,
the over descriptive writing, it would probably break down into like 25 pages of actual content.
Yeah, they're pamphlets at that point.
It's just so rich with just how beautiful fucking people are and shit. It's like I can't handle it. Brian, for your credit, read all of them. I couldn't get past the 3rd book.
The last one was the last book I read by her. That was not the vampire lady. It was like a werewolf thing, and I couldn't get through it. It was like just like you said, they were describing like some pictures and some relatives. This guy's talking about like some old Russian relatives of his, and I wanted to hear about werewolves either fucking or killing and eating their neighbors, not this shit. So I never finished it. And there's like a graphic novel, and I looked at the graphic novel. You really have to see. What the fuck? It's fucking like some like it's a graphic novel in the front is like some guy, half nude, just and they're like leering at you, and I'm like going, I feel filthy just looking at this, man. No, I'm sorry, no, I cannot fucking get past that. But the last vampire novel of hers, I can't remember what the fuck it was. The vampire Lestat was the main guy again, and all the vampires were being taken up by some other vampire who's like one of the ancient ones that the Queen of the Damned missed. And I gotta be honest, I got caught up in it. I'm like, plus the fact was the guy who was doing the voices kind of made Lestat sound a little bit like sort of French and sort of like Bela Lugosi. So I was in just for that reason because I'm like, this is killing me.
Children of the night.
Yeah,
Gilbert Gottfried.
Fuck's sake, like any bad actor trying to do a Russian accent, but this guy was kind of doing it, but he had the French thing going too. And it was like so you were totally like it wasn't like annoying. Like you never got tired of listening to it. It was a good story. So I'm like going okay, but there's other like vampire novels, and I'm just like this is end. Is there a point? I mean, are we getting to something here? Because like Memnock the Devil, you could just take the first you could take the first third of that where they're talking about some paintings or some shit and just throw it the fuck out. It's like it was just filler. That's all it was just filler. It was so awful, man. Speaking of Game of Thrones, I got the last season. I'm watching it because I was told that it would be worth my time, and it's really violent. And I'm like going, look, I just don't keep killing the same. Every fucking third episode, somebody from the show dies. It's repetitive. Like, well, that probably does happen, but it's really cool how it happens. I'm like, fucking Christ. So I'm watching it.
Yeah, he dies, she dies.
Everybody dies. Now give me my Lochnar.
Bring in Hanover Fist.
I should complete that. Rice acknowledged the fan demand for a Game of Thrones style faithful rendering of the Vampire Chronicles and said she tends to deliver just that. I have heard you. I have always heard you. What you want is what I want. She added. A pilot script and outline for an open-ended series is being created by Rice and her son Christopher. Oh, that'll make it even better. Which will provide a faithful retelling of Lestat's story and feature key sequences from the books. What would those be? They will use the vampire Lestat when he fights the wolf. That one part.
That was good, yeah.
We'll use the vampire Lestat as a starting point. I know, but a whole series of a brooding vampire. Sad.
Well,
face.
that's just that was just it. When I read the Vampire Lestat series, I remember Rob Wooten. I asked him because he read it before me, and I'm like, dude, I've heard it's good. He goes, don't read the first book. Like, what? He goes, don't read Interview the Vampire first. He goes, it's really boring. It's not. He goes, not boring. It's really depressing. He goes, you want to fucking hang yourself by the time you get to it. He goes, don't read that one first. He goes, read the Vampire Lestat first. He goes, that's rock and roll. He goes, you'll love that. I'm like, dude, I can read depressing. He goes, no. He goes, trust me. He goes, because you'll go back then and read the first book, and it's going to make way more sense. And then you won't like just throw it at the wall because he goes, I know you hate depressing shit. He goes, you're going to fucking hate the first one unless you read the second one first. So that's how I did it, and he was right. It was way better that way because the Vampire Lestat was kind of like, you're like, oh, this guy's always fucking whining all the time, depressed and shit. Jesus Christ. He's like, this is not have any fun. This is not have a good time and stuff. So you're like, okay, now I get it. And then you read the Vampires, like Louis, like, oh, the setting sun over the flowers of my dead family. He's like going, okay, I get it. Yeah, you're right. He is. Jesus Christ, man. And then you get to Interview with the Vampire. Not that one, but Queen of the Damned, which is like a techno thriller because you have like 15 different vampires that you have to pay attention to. But
isn't the body thief about him being gay though? Isn't that like a
yeah?
thing?
He's bisexual. I mean, you caught that from the Vampire Lestat anyway. You knew. I mean, dude, you the first book, it's two guys living together. I mean, he didn't change the chick. He changed the guy. All right. I mean, you kind of pick it up from that point. Like, well, I mean, I get it. That's just the time period that they lived in and stuff like that, where it wasn't an uncommon thing. Because you look at it historically. There were times where people were gay. I mean, they were like, you just didn't.
I'm not saying there's a problem with it. I'm just
saying that some people were like, well, it could happen because of blah, 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 blah. And it's like, no, that was totally relevant to the story. And she knows her audience. Anne Rice knows her audience. She knows what people, who's going to be into it and stuff. But she doesn't make it like they're a couple of fruits living together. They're guys. I've got gay guys that are friends. They're guys. There's guys and there's guys that they hate. That the flamers. That's really fucking funny. Guys that are gay, that are just regular dudes. They're just gay. Really don't like guys that are flamers, man. You ought to see fucking funny shit. Larry, you remember Russ when he used to talk about fucking. He's talking about flamers. He just get that look like I hate them. They're so fucking gay. He said that. And we're just like, what?
Yep. I had a guy at work. There's gay guys at Cheesecake, and that's what the one dude was like. I hate that guy. He is just so fucking gay. And I'm looking at him bad. Like, you are too. But
yeah, it's fucking funny, man. I'm like, okay, I didn't know there was dissension amongst the ranks. He's like, it's not like there's going to be a catfight where guys, just some makeup flying. That's all.
Oh, it's a scene, man.
All right, that's it for the show. We'll be back next week with more. VideoGameNews.com. Write into the show whatever you want at VideoGameNews.com, and we'll read it on the air. Happy Thanksgiving, I guess, and that's it. Good night.
See ya. Then I got a big Don Anderson face.